Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into a cyber attack that's, frankly, pretty sophisticated. It managed to get around multi-factor authentication, but not how you might think.
Right? This isn't your standard run-of-the-mill phishing email.
No, exactly. It feels like, well, a new level of digital deception.
And our mission today, really, is to break down the tactics they use, some really surprising next-gen stuff, and more importantly, what this means for you, for anyone trying to stay secure online.
Definitely critical. So let's set the scene. The target here was Keir Giles. He's a well-known British academic, an expert on Russian information operations.
Highly respected, yes.
And it started, seemingly, quite innocently. An email from someone called Claudie S. Weber, claiming to be from the U.S. State Department.
Looked like a routine invitation, something totally normal in his line of work.
But this wasn't just one email, was it?
Yeah.
How did it escalate?
Well, that's the first really striking thing. The pacing, it was so unhurried. These attackers, they spent weeks just building rapport.
Weeks. Wow.
Yeah, over 10 email exchanges before they even made their move. This wasn't, a quick hit.
In the emails themselves.
The English is perfect, grammatically flawless, which actually makes some experts wonder if maybe large language models, AI, were involved in crafting them.
Interesting.
And they built what you could call pillars of plausibility. Like, they put fake @state.gov email addresses in the CC field.
Making it look like a legitimate internal communication.
Exactly. Exploiting that natural trust you might have in official government addresses and protocols.
Okay, so they built the trust over weeks. Then comes the technical part. You mentioned bypassing MFA. How do they actually do that?
Right. So this is the core trick. They focused on Google's app-specific passwords, ASPS.
Okay, refresh my memory on those. They're the long codes.
Yeah, those 16-character codes. They let apps access your Google account without needing your main password or the usual two-factor prompt. They're meant for, older apps that don't support modern login methods.
Right, for convenience. So how did the attackers turn that into a weapon?
They were clever. They sent Giles a PDF made to look like an official State Department document. Very polished.
And this PDF told him what?
It instructed him step by step to create one of these ASPs. It even told him what to name it. ms.state.gov.
ms.state.gov. Why that name?
To make it sound official, right, like it was related to Microsoft and the State Department. They framed it as something needed to access a, quote, secure MS-DOS guest tenant platform.
Which sounds vaguely technical, but is what?
Completely fabricated, just jargon designed to sound legitimate enough that he wouldn't question it too much. He thought he was following a required security procedure.
And then he had to share the password.
Yes. The instructions told him to create it and then send it back to them, and once they had that 16-digit code...
They had access. Persistent access that bypassed his normal MFA.
Exactly. Game over, essentially, for that account's security at that point.
The patience is one thing, but the technical angle combined with the social engineering. It's quite something.
It really is. And the adaptability, too. Get this. At one point, Giles actually had trouble creating the ASP. He ran into some technical hitch.
So what did the attackers do? Give up?
No way.
Yeah.
They switched into, customer service mode. They gave him detailed troubleshooting steps. They even asked him for screenshots so they could guide him through it.
That's almost absurd. Acting like tech support to help you compromise your own account.
It shows the level of resource and dedication here. The group identified, UNC 6293, is thought to be Russian state-sponsored, possibly linked to the well-known APT-29, or Cozy Bear.
Cozy Bear.
Okay.
Known actors.
Yes, and they've seen this group reuse bits of their infrastructure across different campaigns, some targeting Ukrainian organizations, too.
So bringing this back to the listener, what are the big takeaways here for you? What should you be worried about?
Well, Giles himself warned about a key risk. The information they steal isn't just data to be sold. It could be carefully manipulated, maybe twisted, and then released later as part of a disinformation campaign. That's a huge concern.
Beyond just losing access to your email.
Definitely. And it also makes you think about other platforms, right? Apple IDs, for instance, use similar app-specific password systems. Are they vulnerable to the same kind of social engineering trick?
That's a good question. So mitigation. What can people do?
For high-risk individuals, Google actually offers the Advanced Protection Program, which, among other things, blocks the creation of these ASPs entirely.
Okay, but for everyday users?
The best advice is really simple. Go into your Google account settings and maybe check other accounts like Apple too, and look for any app-specific passwords you might have created ages ago. Audit them. If you don't recognize it or you don't absolutely need it for a specific app right now, disable it, delete it.
Just get rid of them unless strictly necessary.